Buying and selling during the holiday months. Are people still buying houses during these holiday months? Are people still selling houses during the holiday month? Yes. Talk about that in a minute. Hey there, this is KG. I'm a realtor with Fairfax Realty in Greenbelt, where we help buyers to buy their dream home and sellers to sell their houses. And we do this in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia region. So if you're looking to buy, sell, move, invest in real estate, contact us below. We'll take care of you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to like the channel, and drop a comment. So the question is, are people still buying houses during the holiday months and selling houses during the holiday months? Yes, 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 yes. Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving, and every other holiday in between, people are still buying houses. People are still selling houses. So if you are one of the millions of Americans that are going to buy a house during this holiday months or going to sell a house during the holiday months, I have some tips for you to make your transaction run smoothly. First one, I said it already. People are buying, people are selling. So if you are a seller, of course, for you to put your house in the market, that means you have to sell. So you need to be realistic about price. Price is not dropping, that's not my thing, but because activities are slowed down, because it's seasonal, are slowed down during this month, you want to price your house competitively. Price it competitive. Don't overprice your house thinking I'm going to get buyers that are going to negotiate. No. Price competitively so that you attract more buyers, and then you attract that buyer that wants to buy your house. So how do you price your house competitively? First of all, talk to your realtor. They will let you know what home prices are selling for in your neighborhood. Not what Zillow said, what it is that home prices are selling comparable to yours. What is the going on in the markets during this month, so that you know to price it correctly. My advice always to my sellers during this month is you want to price it a little bit below market. I want you to get the maximum price for your house. But when you price your house a little bit below market, you attract more buyers. So price it very correctly, competitively. For buyers, home prices don't drop during this month, contrary to some believe that winter months, holiday months, home prices are going to drop. No. What actually happens is because demand and supply slows down, not a lot of transactions. So for a buyer, one of the things you want to do is, of course, for a buyer in this market during the holiday month, that means you have to buy, you're serious to buy, you're a very serious buyer. That means you have your financing right, ready to go. And that means you're ready to make your move when you see a house. So don't think you're going to come in and see a house that you like and offer substantially below market. It really doesn't work that way, because it's holiday months, doesn't work that way. So you want to be competitive also, because even though the market has slowed down, we have buyers in the market, like I said, and we have sellers in the market. You're still competing with others. Home prices are not going down, so you're still competing with other serious buyers. So if you're a serious buyer, make sure you're ready to make your move when you see a house and offer a competitive price. Second thing, during these holiday months, especially depending on where you're living in the mid-Atlantic area, it's wet, it's snow, it can be sleet, cold. One of the things you want to do as a seller is to make sure you also do curb appeal. Even though it's holiday season, it's not the summer period where everything is bright, you can still brighten your yard, curb appeal, decorate to your taste as holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. Make sure you have a clear pathway for buyers to walk into your house so that they don't fall asleep. Liability. Want to have your lights working brightly outside so that when people come in, they can see your house number hanging very brightly. So make the house very welcoming, even from the outside. For buyers, you really want to look at houses daylight. It gets dark quickly during this holiday months, so do your schedule so that you can look at houses during the daylight, because daylight shows a lot of stuff, right? You go in and you want to make sure the gutters are not hanging. You want to make sure you don't see windows that are broken. So you want to do this during the daylight time. If you have to buy it during this holiday months, take time to go during the daylight. Inside the house during the holiday season, it's kind of hard for sellers, especially if you have families coming over, if you have children in the house. But make the sacrifice. You only need one buyer, right? You only need one buyer. You only need to impress that one buyer, and you don't know which buyer that is, right? You don't know. So that's why it's always good to just be ready. Keep your house staged as a festive mood, holiday decoration all around the house, nice smell. If you're cooking before they come, hopefully you have 1 hour or 2 hour later time period before buyer comes in. You want to make sure you open the window, remove those smell, have air freshener to have a welcoming smell in your house. You don't want to smell all those stuff, right? You don't want buyers to be turned off, so have air freshener. Decorate, remove your pictures. I always say that this is not just during the holiday season, but anytime. If you're selling, you want to neutralize the house, really. But during this holiday season, have bright lights all over the house as well. Have bright lights all over the house. So create a welcoming atmosphere, create a celebratory, festive atmosphere for buyers to come into your house. Let them be glad to come into your house so that they will be glad to make an offer. If you're a buyer in this market during the holiday season, don't get carried away with all that I just said to the sellers. When you go in, don't get carried away with all those holidays decoration. Look at the kitchen. Look around the ceiling. Make sure there's no leak. Look in the basement. If the house has a basement, when you go to the basement, make sure you're not smelling odor. Trust your instinct. Trust your agent's instinct, because if there's a mildew or water issue, as soon as you get into a basement, you smell it. I mean, you can't hide it. So you want to trust your instinct. So make sure you look at those things. Don't get carried away with the holiday stuff, but make sure you look at those things and make your move if you like the house, right? Lenders can close in 20 days these days, so make your move if you like the house. So are people still buying houses during the holiday season? You bet you. So take these tips to go buy. Happy buying, happy selling.